Okay, I thought I would just play around with this one and we'd look at forecasting. That's what we were talking about, observing the weather and forecasting in chapter 13. So let's take a look today, for example, at Mansfield's forecast. What are they saying? Well, today just a slight chance, tomorrow a little better chance of thunderstorms. I'm right around Mansfield. I can be anywhere in as far as Ohio or any other area. And one of the interesting things with this is I can get literally, this is everything that we're forecasting if you're a meteorologist for your area. You can see the temperature curves, actual heat indexes with it, dew points. Oh yeah, you also get to look at winds and how they're changing, and probabilities of precipitation and clouds, and even the amount of precipitation. So all this is part of what's forecasted every day by your National Weather Service office for your area. And they're done hourly, and they're done on grids, basically 5-kilometer grids. So if I wanted to look at a gridded forecast, we can go back here, look at the map, and that would be a gridded forecast for your area. And you can see what the temperatures are doing across your area at different times, or probabilities of precipitation. So what is going on today? Let's just take a little peek at that a minute here. So start off looking at GOES. If I was coming into work in the morning, this is one of the first things I look at is a satellite image. That and the surface weather map. Well, two things catch my eye. One is this area of clouds and looks like some lingering thunderstorms out over Indiana. So if I'm in the western part of Ohio, I've got a lot of sunshine right now. Looks like I had some fog across parts of Ohio this morning, probably from thunderstorms and showers from yesterday. It looks like there's some kind of a disturbance in the upper level right here, and probably in this area as well. So with that, looking at the surface map, well, at the same time here, I've got a cold front, well, almost a stationary front to the north of my area. High pressure, centered over West Virginia. So none of this is drawing my attention to a big area of precipitation or that it's going to be perfectly sunny, because let's face it, this time of year, thunderstorms are not out of the question just about anywhere in the United States. So, however, I just wanted to point out something. Someone says winter or fall's not coming. 37 degrees up here in Canada in this high right now. So yes, sun's starting to move away from Canada, and it's getting cold up there. So some of that cold air will eventually start moving in, I am sure. One of the other things, if you look at the weather forecast and stuff, would be I would look at just a broad overview that's put together by the Weather Prediction Center out in College Park, Maryland. So with that, it's saying everything's north of me, but it's giving me a broad area of showers. Well, I saw that broad area of showers here. I'm wondering what this is and what this is and how they might impact me. So let's look a little lower in the atmosphere than normal. I'm not sure this is up at jet stream level. Now, I'm seeing a little circulation here just to the west of Indiana, and another one kind of near West Virginia here. So I'm picking something up that's showing some moisture being pulled up into this area as well. So maybe there is a little bit of convergence at the lower levels along those features today. If that's the case, then, well, maybe I need to worry about to see if there's going to be some thunderstorms regenerate. One of the things, too, is a lot of times in the summer, you get what's left of outflow boundaries. What they are is, remember, the thunderstorms form and they push winds down into the ground and move out ahead of them. Well, those boundaries can linger literally for 24 hours. So sometimes, like today, when I'm looking at this GOES image, I'm betting there's some kind of an outflow right in here, right along, particularly here. So if I'm looking at that, I'm going to wonder, well, maybe if I'm in the southwestern part here of Ohio, I may need to put some more thunderstorms in than I originally thought. Other thing I would look at would be a sounding or an upper air, just a little bit more detail. But I'm just broad brushing right now for you. So with that, this is a high resolution convection allowing model. There's numerous models. And by this afternoon or evening, it is showing thunderstorms in southwestern Ohio. So it is picking up on that same feature I saw and moving some thunderstorms into your area. If you lived in southwestern Ohio, live in other parts of Ohio, there's very isolated ones. And I honestly don't guarantee that they're going to be here. They could be up here, they could be over here. Model's not that perfect. But it does show that something is at least moving into that area. So now I've got some probabilities of precipitation for you. I have clouds probably slowly developing, cumulus clouds today. One of the interesting things I wanted to also kind of give you a peek on was temperatures. And yes, the models actually forecast an actual temperature. But if you go back and do statistics, you can find probabilities and enhance the model temperatures by maybe looking at the last 2 years worth of model data and comparing it to the actual temperatures that occurred. And you'll find statistics that I can make a better forecast from. And those statistical forecasts are put into this model here that's showing my high temperatures for Saturday. And you'll notice some pretty warm air coming into the southern part of Ohio here and all. No real indication of a cold front coming through your area yet. So staying quite warm. And look at all the east flow down here in the Gulf coming across Florida and stuff. High pressure over this whole area. So this is a great model for forecasting temperatures. It gives us high temperatures. It can give me low temperatures. It can give me hourly temperatures. And it can give me dew points. So these are, if I believe what I'm seeing from the models, then I can make a pretty good forecast. One of the things I did want to show you with all this, we have the potential in the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean for a hurricane to develop. This is 30 different runs, little slightly different physics, little slightly different observational data in it, giving it a spread over these 30 runs. This are the model forecasts for that potential hurricane. So I have one over here coming in towards the Gulf week. I have a whole bunch coming into Louisiana. Oh yeah, but I do have some coming into the parts of Mississippi here. So this is the spread that these forecasters for the Hurricane Center are dealing with when they're issuing literally a 6 or 7 day forecast. And they can be a lot worse than this. This is actually pretty good. So this is something else that in the wintertime, we talked about extratropical storms moving through your area. And many times you might want to know 3-4 days out. Well, sometimes this spread looks like this 3 to 4 days out. And if I'm looking at a storm moving to your west or to your east, that has major impacts on what kind of weather you're going to experience with that. So hope you got something out of this. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.